We told you about that tragic story out of North Dakota where a man admitted to running over 18-year-old Kayler Ellingson with his car because he thought the teen was a Republican extremist. But despite the mainstream media's apparent obsession with so-called political violence, none of the major news outlets spared one single minute to cover this story.
Fox and Friends weekend co-host Pete Hegseth joins us next. You know, Pete, let's pop that full screen back up on the screen. Hi. CNN, MSNBC, ABC, CBS, NBC all gave this 0 minutes. Yet if it was anything else, they would be covering it wall to wall. Yeah. So why is this happening and why is this okay?
Well, it's not okay. It's wrong victim, wrong perpetrator. That's it. Didn't check any of the boxes that are required for them to go peak hyperbole and claim that America's on the precipice of civil war because of ultra MAGA extremist Republicans, when it happens in the other direction, led by the guidance, frankly, when it happens in the other direction, without the guidance of Joe Biden, who claims that the biggest threat to our country are MAGA Republicans, they will not talk about it. Because if they don't talk about it, then it doesn't happen. But the other flip side of this is true, too. If you talk about it a lot, ultra MAGA extremists, then they must be out there around every corner. We got to find them, and they're prone to political violence. When there's no evidence of that either, this idea that right-wing anti-democracy violence is the biggest threat to our republic, they aren't able to present that reality as well. So they both, blow up the idea of right-wing violence and ignore left-wing violence. And that points to the lack of equal justice we have in our country.
Yeah, and now police are saying there's no indication that this 18-year-old had any political affiliation whatsoever. So that's just another layer to this tragic story. Louisiana Congressman Steve Scalise is calling on President Biden to denounce this murder, saying, quote, "It's outrageous and tragic that once again we are seeing another example of leftist violence. People from all parties should condemn political violence when it happens, and I would encourage President Biden and other Democrat leaders to equally condemn this heinous act."